Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And this here is the very definition of patina. The use of coins which gets like oils from your fingers and other stuff on the coins and changes the color, and the color kind of morphs into this beautiful kind of red and blue and a little bit of greens even, some blacks, some browns. This is a used coin. Look here, it almost looks like there's a sunset behind him. Um, this is a 1985 United States 1 cent coin, the Lincoln penny. It says "In God We Trust" at the top, Liberty behind him, 1985 here. And that is not a mint mark of any kind there. It's a little bit of a, it almost looks like S-ish, doesn't it? But it is not an S. I can tell you that it's not an S because I'll show you what an S looks like. Oops. There's an S. This, of course, is an S from the United States proof set from 1985. This you can really see, and you can see that this S is different than this S. You can also see that this one has not been touched, doesn't have any oils from the finger, any fingerprints on it. These coins are a copper-clad zinc coin. Let's get down way down in here. We can actually see the engraver's initials on this coin. There's a V, a D, and a B right there for Victor David Brenner, who initially engraved these coins in 1909. So the 1985 coin was a 77th version, actually. You tip it up and you get a smooth edge, and then you go on the back and you see that it is the Lincoln Memorial. On the proof coins, it says United States of America here. On the proof coins, you can really see Lincoln in there. You can see all the crenellations and all this side. Over here to the right, you can see an F and a G, and that's for Frank Gasparo. Across the top, it says United States of America, E pluribus unum, 1 cent here. And even though you don't count the steps or look at the steps on a penny coin for additional value, this one has some great steps on it. By contrast, let's turn over the used Lincoln, and there Lincoln's still in there, and the Frank Gasparo, you can kind of read it over here. We have chips around the edges. You can see the dots. Let me show you something that you can't see very well. There is actually a dot there between the E and the pluribus on the S coin. You can see that pretty well. So what kind of coins did they make in 1985, and what are they worth? Well, this coin is not an error coin, even though it has that little bump there. This is going to be worth 1 cent. You notice the edge actually wore all the way off here. It's so used. We're talking about a 30-something-year-old coin, so you can see that. Well, they made the blank ones here. If there's no mint mark, that's from Philadelphia. Philadelphia in 1985, they made 5.6 billion. If you get this one of these in this kind of condition, so an MS-65 of one of these Phillies is worth about $450. Not that much. One of the things that you always look for is the coloring of the coin, and this one is a little bit of reddish or a little bit of orangish, but what you look for in a 1985 is the red on the regular or the business strike coin. If you can find a 1985 MS-68 or above, so it would look like this without the special polishing on here, it'd just be real shiny and nice. If you can find one of these Phillies, you are probably talking about $5,000 to $6,000 in an MS-68 or above. Now that's mint state 68 plus out of 70. So there is the S. The San Francisco Mint, they made 3.3 million. At the Philly Mint, we already talked about that, and this is the Philly. You can see the newer one. And then at the Denver Mint, they made 5.3 million. Some of you say, what are these black dots on there? Once in a while, and not very often, you'll get a uncirculated mint set that got something in it. And that's what these, the reason these are so shiny is they came straight out of the uncirculated mint set. But sometimes when they're packaging them, something gets in there that just gets a little bit of coloring on it. I'm not sure if it's a little bit of the plastic or something that was inside the plastic, but um, so you'll get these, and these coins are not worth very much at all because they're an uncirculated coin, but they have blemishes on them which really take down the value. So they made about 11 billion between these two mints. The uncirculated mint sets sold for about $4, and they are probably worth a little bit less than that, maybe that much now. They're just not worth that much. They have a $50, a quarter, a dime, a nickel, both from Philadelphia and from Denver, and they have tokens in them. And at some point later, we'll look at the tokens. All right, well, that's all we have today for the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. If you're looking for these, look for one of these coins like this, but it'll be very red and it won't have the blemishes on it, and then you might be talking in the thousands of dollars.